Alright, what's up YouTube? Llama here, and we've got some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 here playing on the map Vertuka, which is actually one of the better maps in my opinion. Now, I wanted to talk about the good and bad in Call of Duty. So I've played this game for probably 7 or 8 hours so far over the last like 3 or 4 days, and there's a lot of good and there is a lot of bad. So let's start off with the good here. So, a lot of small maps. The gunsmith is actually really good. So if you guys played MW2 or MW3, you remember anytime you went in to put attachments on your gun, like say I wanted to put some type of red dot sight or any type of scope on my gun, in MW3 especially, I didn't really play too much MW2 because it was a terrible ass game. But the attachments, you'd have pages of attachments. It seemed like there'd be 3 or 4 pages of attachments. They really simplified it in this game. There's probably less than 10 attachments for the scopes. There's 3 or 4 different grips. There's like 3 different muzzles, so a lot of simplifying, which is what this game needed. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, originally Call of Duty had perks, and then in the original MW2 they had like pro perks, and they just kept overdoing it and overdoing it to the time where they had to simplify it again. So that's what Black Ops 6 is. It's that back down to simplified Call of Duty, which I really enjoy. So that is one thing they got good. The other thing that's really good about this game is the gunplay. I will say it's pretty fun so far. I have had some games where I'm shooting the hell out of this guy and they're just not dying for whatever reason. Now, I can attribute that, I guess, to using the silencer. However, when I put the silencer on, it'll tell you in previous Call of Duty games, when you use the silencer, you would not show up as a red dot on the minimap. However, the damage would fall off at a distance. It doesn't have that in this game that I am aware of. When I put the silencer on, it has a pros and cons list. The pros is no, you don't show up as a red dot when you fire your gun. It's suppressed. There's no cons in it, so like, why not run a suppressor on everything? So that needs balanced. Let's go ahead and talk about the maps for a second. Now, I like what they did with the small maps. They are just laid out terribly. I think why they did a lot of small maps is they looked at their internal statistics and everything and saw that a lot of people were mostly playing the small map Mosh Pit from MW3, so like, this is what most of our fans like, so let's go ahead and give it to them. So this is actually one of the better maps in my opinion in this game, and there's a reason I pretty much play Hardline 90% of the time. It's because these maps, they tried, but they're pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. There's maybe 3 or 4 good maps and the rest of them are absolute dog shit in this game. So I like Hardline because the action is pretty much wherever the capture point is. So TDM is so slow paced on 80% of the maps. Kill list is really not fun on most of the maps. Headquarters, which used to be a really fun mode, is dog shit on almost all the maps now. So that's another negative. The biggest negative I can think of is the spawns. So there's a glitch. If you join in-game, you don't get to choose your class, but you drop into the game before that. So I will legit drop into the game where you cannot control your player at all. You die, and then you choose the class. So you start off the game 0-1 before you even actually get to play it. That is a terrible fucking system, and I don't know how that's was even like not caught by anybody. They're gonna patch it, but like, how the fuck do you not catch that? That's so stupid. The other big negative for this game, which is really holding it back besides the maps, is the spawns. Like I said, are absolute dog shit. A map like Babylon, for example, is terrible. Like, I like the map. A lot of people think the map sucks. I like the tiny chaotic maps. They're fun. However, these spawns fucking ruin that map like crazy. Like, this is another small chaotic map that I enjoy because you can spawn out in big enough points. So over on Babylon, if somebody is spawn trapping, you should not be able to spawn in front of a guy just ADSing the entire time, which for some reason this game cannot figure that out, so it'll spawn them there anyways. So the spawns are terrible and the maps are not good. Now, we do have Nuketown coming out here. I think it's on the 5th, so I got about another week or so till Nuketown comes out. And once that comes out, I'm hoping it's in its own playlist, because that's probably all I'm going to be playing until we get some better maps in this game. So what I think they can do to make the game better, honestly, is do like a best of map pack. So Nuketown will be the first one to drop. I want to see firing range. I want to see a lot of Black Ops 2. Original Black Ops and Black Ops 3 maps. Really didn't play Cold War, so I don't know if there was any good maps in that, but if there was, fucking go ahead and bring them in, why not? Like, we need maps. This game, like I said, it's fun, but it's being held back by 2 major things so far, and those are the 2 most important things on the game. If you don't have good flowing maps and you don't have normal spawn points, everyone's gonna fucking rage quit, which I do. My KD rather is good, but my win-loss is like 0.5, because I quit out of half the games I join. And a good bit of the games I join in progress. Like I said, I'll get killed before I can even play the game. so then I just rage quit out, because it's like, why am I going to start a game fucking negative? It makes no sense at all. So let's see what else I get written down here. So those are the bads. The goods, the score streaks are actually really good, and I like the perks in this game. Now, I usually run, as you can see, my kill streaks here. I was trying some different things out. I was trying the care package out. I just don't like how long it takes to call in, so I ended up going away with it. However, I do like using the UAV and counter UAV, and there's perks. I think it's called Bankroll, which is pretty similar to Hardline. So you start at plus 150 for your score streak. And there's another one in perk 2 slot, I forget what it's called, but you get more bonus points to non-lethal score streaks. So if you're running UAV and counter UAV, especially in a game mode like Hardline, you could see if I do it some point in this game, you can just keep stacking UAV counters and you just cycle through them like crazy, especially if you sit in a capture point. Like I think here actually is probably where I'm going to do it. So you can just cycle those and pretty much see where the enemy team is the entire game. And yeah, I know counter UAVs don't really help you too much, but you get points when your teammates kill somebody when they're up, and they annoy the other team like crazy, which is why I run them. It is actually kind of cool here. So if you shoot down a UAV, it doesn't have any flares or anything. You just put one missile into it and it goes down. The counter UAV has a set of flares this time, so it makes it a little bit harder to shoot down here. As you can see, I get a care package, and why not another UAV, but it is what it is. So like I said, this map actually flows very, very well for Hardline, I think. It's just the spawns are what hold it back too much. But kill streaks are pretty good. They brought the chopper gunner back. I haven't gotten a chance to use it. I think my highest kill streak in this game was like 9 or 10. It's not been that high. This gun is pretty good. So what I did, I am on Game Pass, so I bought the $30 upgrade to the Vault Edition. You didn't have to buy the $100 edition if you're on Xbox or Game Pass PC. So you got a couple blueprint weapons that were kind of locked behind a paywall, which it is what it is, but I'm using this one right here. It's the blueprint of the Ames 85, I believe. I've got the holographic scope on it, which I like the holographic scope so far. I've got the silencer on it, because like I said, if the damage doesn't drop off at a range, why would I not run that? And then I'm using tactical here for my first perk. I believe it's in the first perk slot, and what that does, it gives me 2 more of whatever's in my tactical spot. So if you want to use concussion grenades, flash grenades, or if you want to use stims, you'll get 3 instead of 1. Now, I really only tried using the stims on SMGs, and it's only good for certain maps, but if you're playing Babylon and get good with the stims, like, it really saves you a lot of the time. But like I said, the spawns are so dog shit in this map, I didn't really see a use for it, to where I like to just chuck concussion grenades or flash grenades at people, because it kind of lets me know if somebody's in the area. Like, I can see where my teammates are in the mini-map, so when I'm spawning in, I'll just chuck a grenade and be like, oh, I got plus 15, so I know a guy's over there, so I'll chuck another one to annoy him some more, and then go up while he's flashed, and you can kill him that way. So I really like that perk. Like I said, they did a good perk balance in this game. Now, they did bring back Ninja in the first perk slot, which makes your footsteps completely silent. I tried it, and I didn't really notice a difference. The footsteps aren't too bad, but I guess you do have some guys who are pretty much going to make themselves go to death by the age of 30, because they have their headsets so fucking cranked up that they can hear footsteps and they'll turn on you, which I don't get, because when I turn my headset up, like, I changed all my audio settings, and the fucking sound of the explosives every 8 seconds is, like, going to make me go deaf. I'm going to be like, who's the dude from Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl? I think he has tinnitus. And then he has cheat-nitis. He cheats on his wife with ugly fat chicks as well. So I don't know if that's a symptom of tinnitus or if he's just a piece of shit person, but he has both. So I digress. Let's get more into what I got here. So a lot of different guns here. I actually like the gun variety. The assault rifles and the SMGs are good. There was a blueprint for an OP sniper rifle, which I was using, and a lot of people were sniping on these tiny-ass maps. Kind of annoying, but that sniper is pretty good. I just haven't used it well enough to, or long enough rather, to like get pretty good with it. But I do like the snipers, I like the assault rifles, like the SMGs. Even the light machine guns are pretty good. So overall, they did a good job of balancing the weapons out, in my opinion. There's not one dominant category, and there's not one dominant weapon. There's a bunch of good weapons in each slot. Like, there's not one assault rifle I would use over the other. The default assault rifle, the XM4, honestly very good. I was just using this one to kind of like level it up, and different variety. I don't like using the same gun every fucking game. It gets so boring. That's why I hate when there's like OP meta weapons in this game. The big thing that they brought back that I really am happy about is classic prestige mode. So back in old Call of Duty games, before they turned into a Gen Z shit show, once you hit level 55, you would still have to rank up level 55, and then you'd have the option to prestige, which is kind of re-upping. Now what that does, it sets your rank back down to level 1, but instead of having a little like private icon, it's like a little symbol showing you went through all the ranks, and you can do that up to 10 times after you hit level 55. So really glad they brought that back. It is I don't know, it balances the game out, because in like the last few CODs, once you hit level 55, you keep everything. This way you have to reset all your guns and everything, so not everyone's gonna have the most OP classes, perks, and all that shit. So I just think it's a great balance to the game, and it kind of balances out like No Lives, who are gonna hit fucking 10th prestige a week after this game. Like, they're not gonna be able to have all the best weapons and perk the entire time because they're resetting. But looks like that video is over, guys, so thank you for watching. I will record a bunch more, but that's my initial thoughts after playing this game for 8 hours. So if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up, subscribe, do all that gay stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Alright, peace.